This is going to walk through getting your project from your local computer up on GitHub. This way you could share it with everyone. And that's going to be through creating a new project folder or actually just copying your project from local to Git, which is kind of like FTPing without having to FTP. We're migrating. This will involve also using an image. So go to your editor, save the file. This is Sublime, file save as, and you want to save it not only just in a location, but also with the file extension. So Sublime knows that within the session _3, and make sure there's no spaces in your file names or folder names. Index.html, this way Sublime knows you're creating an HTML page. By doing this, once you start to type in HTML and press tab, it fills out everything else you need for this page, except for the title. I'll call it test page, or I'll call it even better, image test page. Your content will go here. Going to create a style section, style, flash style. There will be outer and inner. And this will be the outer container, which will be 100% of the page. So width, 100%. And don't forget the semicolon. And the inner, I'm going to specify to be 800 pixels. But not just like that. Make sure you write width, 800 pixels with a semicolon. To help out when you're getting started, or even when you're just troubleshooting, you can add border. Border 1 pixel, solid black. Then this will show up in the browser. 1 pixel, solid red. Style again is outer, inner, dot outer, dot inner. To apply these two things, I'm going to make a div and /div. This will be the outer. Class equals outer. I'm going to make an inner div, and /div. And this inner one, class equals inner. Write a word here. Hello there. Save it and then test it. Right-click, open browser. An alternative is to use just margin auto, removing the text align center and making sure to remove the display inline block. Type in margin auto. Will center the inner div, since the outer div is 100%, the inner div with margin auto, which is less than 100% currently. And I'll type in auto, save it, test it. So that works. Let's build out the rest of this page. Copying some Lorem Ipsum text, going to Sublime, replacing this section, bunch of placeholder text, saving that. I no longer will need the border. Delete. That was just a visual to help guide me. I do need the auto for the margin there. Save and test. I'm going to connect the image into here. And my image directory, img, is relative to the index.html. No spaces, so just img. And the file I'm going to connect is scene.png. Now, this image is bigger than it needs to be. You should resize it down using Photoshop. If you could take a JPEG, it should get pretty small. Right now, 2.5 megabytes. It's a heck of a lot of room being wasted. Also, it's wasting bandwidth, download, electricity. So really resize the images to only what you need. If it's for Retina, fine, twice what you need. So this way it looks sharp, just not extra stuff. The first time I'm going to use this image, remember the path, img, scene.png. First time I'm going to use this image, it's going to be way too big. I'll resize down using style sheets. Again, that's no real way to do it. That's just a supplement after you get the image as small as you really need it to be. / there. The path is img scene.png. Saving this, testing it. Big image, as I expected. Make sure you, again, size this down in Photoshop. For retina purposes, make a style, img size, and its max width, meaning don't get any bigger than, will be 400 pixels. To apply this class here, class equals, don't forget the double quotes, and img size, no dot, because that's defining the selectors, defining the CSS, and here when you use it, you're going to select it by omitting the dot, saving it, testing it. All right, well, great, but it's not on the right side, it's on the left side. Let's try to fix that right now using CSS. Expanding on this, let's just start with float and off to the right side. Save and test. Groovy. Now what? Let's get this up online. Jumping back to my Git repository, my main Git repository. I have a project here. I have an index page at the root. I also have this project 1 folder with its own index. Let me jump back here. I'm going to drag my whole folder out here. So add file, upload files, going to my local, and just picking up this. This is a session 3 folder. Let me go above 1 level and just drag this and drop it here. That uploaded session_3, the folder with the index.html file in it, and uploaded the session_3 / the image folder right there with the scene.png in it. Only with one drag and drop. I didn't do this individually. Start of the image site. Commit the changes and then wait a little bit before you test it in the browser. As I wait to test this page in the browser, you need the web URL, the place where it lives out on the web, connected from GitHub. And that will be https://github.io/sessions_3. Let me try it out now. I'm just going to copy this, highlight and copy. I'm going to make a new browser window, Command T or Control T on a PC if you're using Chrome. And so session_3, enter. Here it is out there on the web. Ignore the translation because we're using Laura Ipsen. It wants to translate it into another language. Nothing to translate, it's just placeholder text. Make sure when you're sharing links, that doesn't say file _ / whatever, because that's living out on your computer. You want to share out this link, which is https:// out there on the web. And of course, it should have your GitHub name in it. No spaces. If %20 is showing up, that means you have spaces in there. Please eliminate them before sharing. And thank you for watching this video.